No comment.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Yay! Excellent episodes of Buffy and Angel this week and next week and the week after. I'm so excited. We're almost on our way to episode 7. Such a freaking banger two-parter that we're going to have coming up. God, I'm excited. Man, we might have to do a live stream for that one or something. I'm so excited about it. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I will figure it out. But anyway, gentlemen, good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Morning.
Well, it's afternoon here, I should say.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, for the sake of my British guests, we always do these early in the morning because, you know, I like to acquiesce to them because they don't want to be doing it late. And to be fair, Buffy and Angel doing these in the morning, it just seems appropriate. So got to give my dog a little bit of cheese so he shuts up and goes, no, go lay down. Other than that, I'm ready to rock. We got Buffy, No Place Like Home, and Angel, Dear Boy. So the Dear Boy one, I do understand. No Place Like Home for Buffy. Does anybody understand what is the deal with that title? I don't get it.
Possibly referring to Dawn, like being, well, you know, as we'll get into what Dawn actually is.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said that. Hang on one second. Yes. So if up to this point you have not watched at least the end of season 5 of Buffy, and I mean, I guess I'd probably say all the way to the end of the series. If you've not till then, there's going to be plot points that are severely spoiled during the next couple episodes of this show. I can't imagine that you'd be watching this show and you've not seen all of the Buffyverse, because it literally says it in the title. But whether you have or you haven't, we're definitely going to be spoiling a lot of stuff. So this is your warning. There's my copyright disclaimer, because we will be showing a few clips. Hopefully won't get tagged up by the copyright gods too badly. But yeah, again, so your theory is because of Dawn, that's why the No Place Like Home?
Yeah, because this is her like new home. It's even though she doesn't belong, this is the only place she's safe.
Well, what jumped out at me is it's that repeated line by Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, where she wants to return to where she felt safe and loved. So I don't know a parallel there or not.
Huh.
What, you think it might have something to do with Glory trying to get back to her dimension?
Usually when they do a title, I like to think that they had like you know how Critter's like the continuity expert for this show. I like to think that the writers had like one specific person to come up with a double entendre title, because a lot of times it has a Buffy episode has multiple meanings just within that. Like, I just like right off the top of my head, I'll say Pangs from season 4. It was like Pangs, you know, memories of a good Thanksgiving for Buffy. And then for Spike, he couldn't hurt people anymore and kill people anymore. So, you know, he was having hunger pangs and pangs of that. And then of course, Willow was having pangs of missing Oz, and then Angel pops up and he's having pangs of so usually they have like multiple, not even just double or triple, but even quadruple entendres. I was looking at this one, and the reason why I was more, you know, infatuated and going off on a tangent for 5 minutes about the title is that I was like, I kept forgetting what the title was when I kept wanting to plug it in, and both with watching it and reviewing it. And I was like, No Place Like Home, because I kept thinking it was a different episode. I kept thinking this one was out of my mind, but last week was out of my mind, which again, double entendre on that one. But anyway, so what we do is we get an amazing opening. We finally get to find out who and what Dawn is, and we finally get our big bad of the season, the amazing Glorificus. I like that she's got shit going on, Glory does, and she's chasing down these monks. They're talking about the beast, that which does not speak its name, and all this kind of crazy shit. And then it's just this like smoking hot, 20-something chick, which again, subversion of that's the subversion of this show. I'm here for it all day. I like that Buffy's, meanwhile, it's just, Buffy doing Buffy things, killing a big fat biker vampire guy. And I like this security guard. I like this night watchman security guard not like taking his job too seriously. He's just like, hey, if it was up to me, I'd let you kids go in there and party and do as much as you want. There's an old British guy that likes to come in here with his glow sticks and he likes to dance all night. I think his name's Bance or Lance or something like that, but whatever. I don't care. I like his voice isn't like that at this show, but he was, being in security work, sometimes somebody's doing something they shouldn't. And then sometimes who gives a shit? He's like, it's an old abandoned warehouse.
As long as there's no like violence or anything like that, they're just partying. You're like, let me do it. And he's like, but I just don't get paid enough to argue with the big boss. So if you could, and he just gestures with his torch.
Right. He's like, listen, I'm living off my pension right now. Like, just don't do nothing here. I also like, I did not get, 26 years, guys, 26 years. And I finally figured out something that I had never, I just can't tell you the gravitas of that. So he finds the Dagon sphere, right? The little sphere here, which what a great little, Easter egg, because this pops in, again, later at the end of the season, but he picks it up. It's to ward off evil spirits or ward off evil. He gives it. Oh my God.
Give me a minute.
I shouldn't have said evil spirits. Oh no, the doggo heard evil spirits and he's upset. Everything okay? Transient? Is it transient trying to get in your house and the dog stopped him? I hope that's what it is. Oh, we lost him. Okay, he's probably dealing with that. Anywho, I never noticed this until this rewatch, guys, is that Buffy inadvertently causes all of this shit that happens in this episode. She takes because the Dagon sphere was placed there like a security device. And because Buffy was over there murking a vampire, this is where the one last surviving monk that we see later, this is where he's been hiding out away from Glory, trying to get his shit together and, I don't know, get back to Monkland or something. And he put the Dagon sphere out there, and that was supposed to cloak himself and repel Glory. And because Buffy walks off with it, she basically walks off with his
takes away
protection.
His security system.
Yeah. I never noticed that until today. Like, because then, like, all of a sudden, Glory pops in. And then I'm like, oh, okay. It's because she took the fucking Dagon sphere away. Good job, Buffy.
I never put that together either.
I mean, look, don't worry about it. Look, 26 years. That's a long fucking, what a fucking detective I am.
Well, also, if I was a security guard living off my pension, I wouldn't be grabbing glowing spheres from around a warehouse.
Yeah,
no, it could be some kind of radiation poisoning, whatever.
Well, that's funny. That's actually a joke that they do here in a little bit, which is so well done.
Yeah, the Marvel reference.
I caught so many things that I never caught before on this rewatch. And again, I've said it before, I will say it again. Doing these rewatches gives me a much better. I mean, Ian over at Passion the Nerd can cry all he wants about how reviewing it has taken some of the luster away. I think the exact opposite. Watching this and getting ready to talk about it with you guys gives me such a different perspective over a show. And you need to understand, like, I've watched all of these episodes an obscene amount of times. like I have sat here with nothing to do with my VHS Buffy tapes while I was on guard duty and just fucking playing the shit out of Buffy episodes. And then when they came on DVD, and I was a squad leader. I'm like, hey, guess what, squad? You know what we're doing tonight? We're watching Buffy. So. Anyway, so then at Casa de Summers, Dawn has her ick factor cranked up to fucking 11. Buffy looking really good here. That's another thing. I was never really super attracted to Buffy. I was going through my, bad girl and black girl phase. Like Kendra and as far as Slayers go, Kendra and Faith did it a lot more for me than Buffy. I always thought as like, but I'm rewatching these. I'm like, God damn, Sarah Michelle Gellar was fine as fuck. Like she really looked good. She's preparing like a little breakfast for mom to make mom feel better. And Dawn comes in and like subverts the whole thing. She's really annoying, and I could see why so many people didn't like her. And then she goes to the magic box for the opening, and like,
it's just his face. It's his fucking face with that dumb hat.
Because after, because someone put him up to this, and of course we're gonna find out that it was Willow. She probably went out and bought this for him, and he's just standing there, and then just Buffy doesn't even have to say anything. She's just looking at him like, "Are you serious right now?"
It's funny because of how long he's been standing there. I mean, she walks in way late for the grand opening, and he's still standing there. But then later they say how long since you opened? And he was like, oh, I think like 7 this morning or something like this. So he's basically been standing there for ages.
This look she gives him is so good. It's very similar to when he dressed up for Halloween with the sombrero and all that shit in the previous season. And it's just, I love that Giles is like trying, but you can see his face like falling, like, oh, this was a bad idea. We shouldn't have done this.
Can this scene be like one of our favorite quotes? Can we submit
no,
this as
you have to do a quote. You have to do a quote. You're not changing the show. It's my show, damn it. I like
favorite hat scene.
I like that Willow not only, of course, it's a reveal because of course it was Willow. Giles, where's your hat and cloak? Like, she did that. And I like the way they come in, this friendship dynamic that they have. I like it. I like that because clearly Riley went out and picked up Willow to take her to the thing because Willow don't have a car. And I like that. I like that she would just, I love the fact that Willow just like called, hey, Riley, it's Will. Hey, what's up? No, I'm good. Hey, are you going to the grand opening thing? Can I ride with you? Can you pick me up? I like that that's what happened in my mind, because it just shows that like they had like this tight friendship group. And I like Riley in this episode. Riley's just like really solid in this episode. That whiny fucking creepy shit he was doing in the previous episode is gone. And he's just awesome. And then of course we get the big reveal that it's Glory. Did any of you guys even remotely think, what did you think with her? I thought for at least at the beginning that maybe she was like a Slayer that had gone evil or something like that, that had gotten into magic or like something like that. That was the vibe that I got. I mean, I had no idea of course, until she brain sucks the guy, but she catches the monk because Buffy took away his protection spell. And, I guess there was another security guard there, or is this can't be the same security guard because this one's fat.
No. They do. I'm pretty sure they actually do show. No, they don't show the other security guards like getting brain fucked, but they do show like the result.
Yeah.
It's not this guy
because Buffy was like, I know this guy. He was totally chill.
The
other day. She didn't say that, but that's basically what she said.
Yeah.
So here's my question. By the way, I don't know if security work used to be, a lot cheaper, but I'll tell you what, this fucking abandoned building had 2 security guards. Like, Jesus. Like,
yeah, you go wonder like what they're getting paid to just literally just walk around and do absolutely nothing.
I mean, what the fuck did they have in this building? But yeah, this is pretty diabolical. I mean, as far as like a demon eating me or a zombie going after my brains or a fucking eating my flesh or a vampire drinking my blood, I would prefer any and all of those other than her fucking magic fingers wiggling around in my brain, making me crazy.
Yeah, shredding your mind.
Yeah, it's literally because you're still alive. It's just that you're driven to absolute like insanity. Like everything that makes you like a normal functioning human is gone, and you're basically just a vessel for chaos.
Right. But it also reveals that this superpowered godlike being does have a weakness. So there's that. We get Anya takes full force, whatever, just her blunt fucking bullshit. It's like she decides to just ad hoc start working for Giles, and while she does, it's like, please go. After he's like,
get out.
Anya, the Shopkeepers Association of America said, please go, has been replaced with have a nice day. What do I care what kind of day they have? I have their money.
I do enjoy her the occasional attempts to be human and being very blunt or obtuse or unknowing how to do it. And so it's like this, you're still learning how to be a human.
Right. No, I like it too. Buffy tries to involve Riley in the spell to find out if someone is doing a spell on Mom to make Mom sick, because Joyce is just all of a sudden. Listen, here's a spoiler for anyone who has never watched movies or TV shows. If you have a main character and they start having headaches, they're gonna die soon. Like movie or TV show, as soon as they go, oh, I've been having these headaches, they're dead. They're on their way out.
Coughing into a handkerchief as well, coughing a lot.
Yeah.
Be another cliche.
They're gone.
The thing is, we're getting to the episode, and we're getting to the episode. And I remember my reaction when I saw that for the first time. But when we were rewatching it, I was just sort of like, I was just sort of scrolling through the episode list just to sort of refamiliarize myself with like the general seasonal plot, and then I immediately recognized the thumbnail of the episode as being that scene. I was like, "Oh, it's almost here. This is it."
I actually had Toonie Boy turn on his camera so I could watch him when he watched the body for the first time. I got a clip of it right here.
I mean, it's not far off. I was like, because but we'll get there. Let's not get ahead.
Yeah. Well, I do have a clip of myself when I watched the body for the first time.
Why?
That's all I have to say. Fuck Joyce. That's why. So Buffy does a spell which helps her see magical energy or something like that, and then it's so well done. Knowing what I know now, I was very confused when I first watched the episode, and on rewatches, it kind of just passed me by. But on this one, where I'm doing it with the reviewer's eye, I'm watching. She goes to the pictures, and the pictures look like Dawn has been super input, like AI'd into shit. You know what I mean? Like she was like she was there all along. And then when she actually sees Dawn is fading in and out, like she's not real. And I guess we're supposed to maybe think that Dawn is the evil entity, but I never really thought that. That never even occurred to me.
She seems really sure as well that dude, why are you acting like this towards me? Why are you saying this stuff? And but you don't get that scene later as well where she's offering a tea and she's real sinister about it as well. Like,
I think that's another one of them misleads that I don't. Really
I thought that was a bit clumsy, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like it's a very obvious red herring. It's supposed to be a red herring, but it doesn't work because it's a red herring.
Buffy comes back, realizes that I'm going to see the source where I got this thing from, and she comes back and there's Glory torturing the monk guy, and such a fucking great scene. It's in. I didn't clip it because if you watch spoiler alert, my outro is going to have it in there, but she's so delightfully sinister is Glory that I just love the whole, she's sneaking up behind her like and then she's like and then Buffy grabs her by the throat like, I'm not stupid, and then it's just like bam and fucking throws Buffy around. So but before that, one thing I did forget. Let's see if we can get away with this. Keep in mind that just last episode, just last episode, Spike was thinking he was getting the chip removed, and Buffy was gonna, he was gonna drink from the chalice of her neck and stuff like that. That was just last episode, so maybe it was a week or two ago, within the timeline of this. So, but yeah, this is pretty iconic scene. This gets quite. If you guys ever get on TikTok and anything resembling Buffy, this gets like done like to death.
Less.
Out for a walk,
Bitch.
That's my favorite.
I just love it. It's definitely one of the best of Spike moments that you see on YouTube as well. It's
yeah. Oh, it's always on there. Yeah.
Out
for a walk, bitch. I always feel like James Marsters did that line, like he ad-libbed that. I feel like
it just seemed like the kind of thing, doesn't it?
But yeah, Glory winds up being way too much for Buffy. Just fucking hands her ass to her. So Buffy decides that discretion is a better part of valor and heads out with the monk. I love that Buffy fucking even though Buffy is, like not as superhuman as Glory, she could still do superhuman shit. So that she just fucking jumps out a second floor story fucking window with this dude.
Yeah, like through glass and everything.
And just tanks it on the fucking it probably didn't do this guy any favors, but like Buffy's just like tanks that shit.
We have to keep going.
I love it. I like this guy.
I also like how Glory. Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that.
No, go ahead.
But I also like how Glory kind of undoes herself as well, just because her heel snaps. She throws this tantrum, causing the building to go down.
Right, which tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
about her.
She's basically Meghan Markle if she was immortal.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. You might get beheaded for that. Like, isn't that your princess or some shit like that?
Weren't they kicked out of the?
boy.
Nah, she's a whore. Fuck her.
Oh, Jesus.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I like this guy. I didn't catch it. This is the first rewatch where I've caught this, but she's like, come on, we got to keep going. And he said, this is the end of my journey. Good for you. This guy fucking, obviously, Glory did some shit to him. I mean, we see a lot of face stuff, but I'm willing to bet she fucking did some butt stuff to him as well. almost certainly.
You must protect the key.
Fine. We can protect the key together, okay? Just
She needs you.
She's not my sister.
She doesn't know that.
How fucking diabolical was that of these fucking sneaky monks? It's like, hey, we need this key protected. What should we do? Let's turn it human and make it the vampire slayers, the protector, the guardian's fucking sister. Like, Jesus, man, that's some diabolical shit.
I seriously feel they really just don't care about the Slayer.
I mean,
they're always messing with her.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense for them to do what they did, but at the same time, like, damn, dude, that is fucking brutal. Well, I have some thoughts and I have a quote, but I'm going to be a gentleman and go last. I'm going to let my crew go first. So you guys, I don't want to step on anybody's toes with all the quotes, but I mean, like I said, if you happen to pick a quote and it's someone else picked, then, listen, it's fine. Give me your thoughts and your favorite quote. Toonie boy, you go first, buddy.
Oh, lovely. So, basically, this episode introduces Glory as the villain, and a big part of the reason why this has got to be my favorite season. You've got the Dawn plot. You've got Tara's contribution to the season, as we'll get into later. We've got Joyce falling ill. We've got Spike getting a lot of character development this season. It's all ramping up from here. It's definitely the best season. My favorite quote has to be, what the hell are you doing here, Spike? Sum it up in 5 seconds, in 5 words or less. Out for a walk, bitch.
Your mic's muted, Toxic.
Toonie just killed the stream.
Oh, sorry, I muted my mic. My dog was making
I
noise.
was wondering what was that.
Sorry, my dog was snoring. He's snoring in the background. I just had to put a pillow in front of his face. Sorry about that. He can
I
still
just
breathe.
enjoyed the long silence after Toonie Boy goes, bitch, and then it's just
Yeah.
complete silence for quite some time.
When that happened, I was thinking of the Giles and like Buffy scene with the hat.
Okay, Critter, go for it.
No, I enjoyed the episode. I think the writing for the interactions with the mom and the two girls as a family, the sisters, is pretty decently done. I like the episode. I still feel that the Watchers and all these different organizations, I still think they don't care for the Slayer, and they use her in any capacity they can. For example, doing such a mind fuck by giving her the magical key that turns out to be a sister that she didn't know she had and just messed with her head. I don't know. I just think that's a lot to take on for a high school girl. Favorite quote is so minor. Xander during the opening, as Giles is getting upset about all these people, he goes, "I hear you. Stay British. It'll be okay."
That is one of my favorite. It's
one,
not
yeah.
my quote pick, but it is one of my favorite Xander quotes. Period. I really like.
But what useless advice? I'm overwhelmed. The store. Just stay British. It'll be all right. Like, that doesn't really help him.
Well, because I mean, to be fair, dude, Giles is a retired librarian living off a fucking pension, and he's got his own business, running a store, selling people magical trinkets when he's a former, wizard himself.
Right.
What is that noise in the background? What is going on? It's one of you guys like choking on something. I thought it was me. That's why I muted my mic for a second. I thought it was my dog, Ruber. Is it?
Yeah,
is it going on?
Glory's brain fucking one of us.
Anyway, but you remember at this point now, Xander works construction. He's having to fucking lift heavy shit and deal with the usual construction bullshit. So the shopkeeper thing, he's probably like, dude, whatever, dude. Fucking
I got no time for you to cry on my shoulder. I'm tired.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah. Well, you've also got to remember that Xander was also helping him out with the store on what is probably his weekend. It's his day off of work.
Exactly. Yeah. Good point. Excellent point. That they all like Xander's tired as fuck from working construction. They all just like pro bono fucking help Giles. Like,
and they don't even get paid.
Paid was Anya. So
yeah. That's good. Yeah. But well, no, I won't get a second favorite quote, but hopefully somebody else will take the quote from this scene from Anya that I like.
Well, how about this? How about if I didn't use it, then you can say it. Is that fair?
Yeah. Well, technically, yeah. But I mean, I've already had my favorite quote. We will just keep it to one per person.
No, it's my show. You can have as many quotes as you want. Quit trying to take over my show.
It will be my show. I will have
the show. You will not.
I'm looking forward to Toxic Tunes, Toonie Boy, on Thursdays.
Toxic Toonie Boy. Are you going to be on this week, Toonie Boy? Or are you going to sell out like you usually do?
What do you mean usually? I took one off because I was tired. Right. Anyway, I was gonna say, right, this is the
one too many. One too many, my friend. Anyway, I love this episode. It's in a string of bangers. Up to this point, I feel like I've been pretty vocal that I was not super happy with the campiness and the candiness of season 5 so far. I didn't like Buffy versus Dracula. I didn't like The Replacement. I didn't really care for The Real Me. Out of My Mind was a good solid episode, but I mean, it still, it was a little candy-ish, and it was a little too Riley-centric for my taste. This one is a good, solid one, and of course, due to no small part, because Claire Kramer coming in as Glory, I think arguably one of the best, if not the best villain, big bad of the Buffy season, maybe even the entire Buffyverse as far as that goes. That's debatable, I guess, depending on which show.
Yeah, because some people say the Mayor Wortley, because I think the Mayor probably is my favorite, more fleshed out of the big bad. But Glory, she's just so much fun to watch. She's just so, the fact that she can talk like this total Valley girl and still be very intimidating, and she can kick Buffy's ass. It's she's not to be fucked with. And the fact she's hot as well doesn't.
No, all good stuff. Especially with she just comes off as like the Thanos of the Buffyverse. I actually said that on Passion Nerd show one time. I super chatted him. I said when they were talking about this, doing a live stream talking about this episode, and I was like, Glory is the Thanos of the Buffyverse. Changed my mind, because she just comes fucking rip tearing through everything with this one singular goal in mind.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to take over Sunnydale. She didn't give a shit about her minions. She doesn't give a shit about any. She just wants to go back to her universe to take back over. That's it. That's all she wants. She gives zero fucks about what we got going on over here as far as that goes.
In relation to like season 7 and how they set up the big bad essentially being the devil. Do you not think that especially with Glory and the big bad's shape-shifting capabilities and the fact that Glory's motivation is to get back to her dimension, they could have just made Glory the big bad? Like season 5 could have been essentially the devil. But it takes the form of Glory.
Maybe, but I feel like the completion of Glory's story arc near the end of this, and Glory is not the devil. She's just a demon god from a parallel universe. So I mean, as far as that goes, I don't know whose pig that is in the background, but man, that's like I don't know. What.
I'm seeing the circle expand on Critter as well, so it might be. Is it your mic playing it up?
Critter, is your mic flaring up in between or what are you like feeding a pig at the hotel or like what's going on?
I could be an extra. No, I'm literally just laying still with the phone on the nightstand for fear of this happening, and it's still happening. I don't know why. I mean,
that's okay.
There's an air unit in the room, but it's not that loud.
Well, it could be the phone. I mean, phones are really bad for streaming, though. Sometimes they really can be.
Well, that's probably it. I mean, I can mute myself until I need to talk if you want. So.
Yeah, would you?
All right.
There we go. No more pig noises. No, we're still glad to have you, Critter, regardless of technological issues or
go to hell.
All right. Yay.
This does actually seem to be when the series really starts, though, because now we're introduced to Glory. We start to realize that Dawn is not who she says she is as well, and now Buffy has got this whole big responsibility. Now she's she's a character, but she's also a MacGuffin at the same time, and I think maybe in a way that it is very tactical and probably smart that she doesn't know she's the key because she can't give herself away when she comes across Glory or anything like that. It's because I think there could be a danger that Glory could recognize her as the key if she did already know.
I think that's probably pretty accurate. But yeah, I can't say enough good things. And the big reveal. So we're episode 5, and we just now figure out the shit with Dawn.
Yeah. I forgot to do my quote.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You know that game Worms? You know where you get a worm and you cut it in half and you get 2 worms. Do you think that'll work with you?
Yeah. I an honorable mention is when they're fighting and Glory says, oh, I just realized you have superpowers. That's so cool. Can you fly? And I like the fact that it's kind of riffing off of Angel from the previous season when he does that to Russell. Knocks him out the window, hey, you can do all this stuff, can you also fly? So pretty cool, and which is of course a ripoff from RoboCop for those who know. Can you fly, Bobby? But actually my favorite quote is believe it or not, it's Buffy when she's ranting. She's like, she's just so annoying, and it's like, because the cringe level from Dawn has been cranked up to 11, and she's bitching to Willow and just be like, she always sticks her foot in her mouth and she's always somewhere. And why does she get to be mom's favorite and have a book club? And why can't I ever be little pumpkin belly? And the look that Willow gives her is just like, I don't feel qualified to address that last statement. Anytime anyone ever fucking goes off on a rant and says some wild shit to me, I always say this. I'm always like, I don't feel qualified to answer that last statement. It's so good. Duty, did you want to say one more? We got enough time. Did you want to say one more real quick?
Yeah, sure, go on then. So it was it's after Giles is worn out head to toe from his very, very stressful job at the Magic.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Yep. And then
scream all you want.
I'm not gonna scream.
An all-new Angel.
I've just realized what you're doing. You're putting me on a rant and then going on without me.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
wait.
glad you caught up on that.
Wait a
So
minute.
Angel, this week, Dear Boy, episode 5 for that. No, you could say your quote. I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead.
Okay, so Anya was talking in the shop about
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, okay. I'm gonna stop. I'll stop. What's your quote? Go ahead.
the
Right? Wrong.
I could do this all day.
So can I.
Brilliant. How many times can we do this before he runs out? Before he has to reuse clips? That's a
I have a lot.
Well, let's try it. She's talking.
No,
to
give
Giles
us your quote. Give us your secondary quote. Go ahead, buddy.
There we go. She's talking to Giles about how many items he's out of, and she has to order them tomorrow. And she goes, "Anya, what? Would you like a job?" Oh, yeah. Well, then we can talk shop tomorrow. Well, thanks, boss. And she's well chuffed with herself.
Yeah. She's well what? What is the expression?
She's well chuffed with herself. It just means you're pleased with yourself.
You're well chuffed with yourself?
Yeah, it's a British thing.
Yeah, we say that here as well.
All right. Interesting British idioism, you know.
Yep. And it works the other way as well. Like if you're really unhappy, she goes, you could say, well, you're not too chuffed about. It works the other way as well.
So just like when we finally get to the meat and potatoes of who Dawn is and we start springboarding this, we get to the meat and potatoes of what's been going on with this fucking Darla situation. We open up with Wesley and Cordelia arguing about money and the state of the business and this and that and the other. And Angel's kind of half-heartedly trying to be inside the discussion. And, you know, I like the little tete-a-tete between the two of them because she's like, hey, what if we gave you $10 or a shepherd's pie every time you figured out something with your books? And he's like, how about if we just have you have more visions? Well, you can't just knock me in the head and figure it out. Oh, well, we should test that theory. And meanwhile, Angel tries to make a little half-hearted joke. He thinks it's funny. No one else does. And then his Darla vision thinks it's funny. Gunn is officially a member of Team Angel. He's been helping out, and you know, there's a little squabble back and forth. But I mean, I think it's completely solidified with this Thrall demon is having people fight each other in some sort of, you know, cosplay. I think they call this LARPing. You know, when people go with fake swords and stuff, but these guys are doing it real
live action role play.
Yeah, these guys are doing it with real swords, and they're really trying to kill each other. And I mean, I get what they're going for here, but it seems that if the Thrall demon is the problem, and these other guys are just kind of innocent people being like turned into like fighting each other, Team Angel kind of comes in with some, like, Angel has a broadsword, Wesley has a mace. I couldn't really make out what it is that Cordelia has, but Gunn has this big fucking hubcap blade axe thing. And it's like, were you trying to save these people, or like what are we doing here, guys? You know, I'm just saying. They do win the day, and Angel goes to kind of storm off by himself because he didn't perform very well. And in the most just horrible acting possible. I don't know if they were like trying to make Julie Benz seem like she was acting and not acting, but like he's like walking the promenade in downtown, and she just like everything she's giving says, follow me, I'm a total distraction. You know what I mean? Like she, like human regular people don't walk like that. And just like that was the vibe that I got.
Yeah,
we get a cool flashback. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Well, that is sort of the point, isn't it? Because like she is trying to bait him, get his attention, and all that kind of stuff for the rest
right. But it's like she looks. I mean, as someone who does surveillance sometimes for money, you know, like I would have been like, they're onto us. Like if that was somebody I was surveilling, I'd be like, yeah, they're definitely onto us. We get a flashback of you know, Angel and Darla playing their little reindeer games, and the big reveal that the person that he's stalking is Drusilla, who is got a lot of problems. One chiefly among them is that she's got the sight. The second sight or whatever. And that's why he definitely targets her, and she's with her family, and we know what's going to happen to her family, thanks to Angel and Darla. They do wind up getting a case. It's a divorce case, and I don't see the big thing with like Wesley seems to have come around because he's like, hey, we do got to make some money. But Angel's still like, this is seedy, this is beneath us. I'm like, is it though? Like, you know, I have an overarching mission that I like to do, but I still take cases that, you know, like to fucking pay the rent. Like, dude, why are you so proud? Like, if they were gonna do that kind of, then he definitely should have kept David Nabbit around to like bankroll them or something. If they were gonna just always do altruistic missions, because that's like a big plot point. If you guys ever, I know Northern has watched Burn Notice. Like, you know, he has the thing where he's like always trying to figure out who burned him and the spy shit and stuff like that. But they do pick up odd, you know, jobs and they help people, but at the same time, it's also to pay the rent. You know, so there's nothing wrong with that. But like Angel's like all like, oh, this is beneath us. I do like the thing that the wife is telling this poor schlub, you know, that she's being kidnapped by aliens every time she goes and fucks another dude, which is hilarious. That's one of the better ones. I've not heard that one yet, but it's a pretty good one. And then he's just kind of, I think, you know, he obviously secretly knows the truth, but he don't want to deal with it. And Angel walking in, do you think my wife's cheating on me? Probably. It's like, and I like the Wesley kind of covering for him. The creepy shit between Lindsay and Darla, I can kind of do without. It gets pretty pedantic pretty quick. This one's not too bad, but I mean, when you know where the story goes, it's a little bit like, blah. We get more of Kate is doing her, but boy, you know what? I know that she's become like a kind of a nemesis on the show, and the shit she does is really annoying, but goddamn, look how fucking hot she is. This is like, she makes me want to watch Law and Order. Like, she is just good looking, dude. And speaking of good looking, Cordy, if you're going to have a PI group, have yourself a hot chick that can dress up in some sort of, like, just as a reason. Why? And what is she? Is she supposed to be a hotel clerk or something like that, or a hotel maid or something? Or is she supposed to be at the selling brats at Oktoberfest? Like, what is going on here with this outfit? I mean, I'm not mad at it, but Jesus, this seems like
multitasking. Yeah, I was going to say a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Yeah. Shit, I've completely forgot where we're going with this now. So they are actually attempting the divorce case, and they seem like they've got a pretty good line on it. They seem like they're doing a pretty good job with it. And of course, Darla intercedes, and Angel decides to blow the whole fucking thing. I don't know why he had to do that. He could have still stalked Darla and not fucked up the PI case. So I don't know. And then we get the whole bullshit, you know, there's better things we can do, you know, and he decides, well, I better go sing. And it seemed really dumb when I first watched it that he does this, and then Lauren is kind of cock blocking him or mission blocking him. But knowing what I know now, it does make a lot more sense. It's like, dude, this is Wolfram and Hart trying to divert you from your mission, and you're falling for it. So I do get it. It makes sense to me. And then, of course, you know, Wesley, knowing what could possibly happen with Angel if shit goes too far, gets the fucking trank gun out and ready. Of course, Angel does fall for it because Darla has been made human again when she came back, and they are just trying to get him fucked up on a RICO case or whatever the fuck, stalking shit. And she gets, you know, the actor that's playing her fake husband killed by a vampire inside of her fake house. And then the real cops show up to bust. I like the fact that Angel runs away and this dude just opens up on him. It was like, okay, that's realistic. That's what a cop would do. And we get more flashbacks of after he's killed her whole family. Angel makes Drusilla sit there and watch him rail Darla. So, okay, it's pretty fucked up, Angel. And then we go back to the present where Darla's, you know, doing her, you know, Me Too movement, fucking fake, you know, Angel did bad things and killed my husband to Kate, feeding into her fucking, victimhood bullshit. But I like that Angel's not having any of it, and just this is really cool. He like led the police on like a 6. She's like, we chased him for 16 blocks, but then he like turned around and came back because of course he did, and he just fucking kidnaps Darla right in the fucking middle of with 20 cops around. Awesome, love it. I love Kate coming in to the hotel and Wesley like, I don't suppose you have a warrant, do you? And her smarmy, oh, I have probable cause. Okay, so for those not in the know, that is not how that works. Unless they had chased Angel to the hotel, they are completely, anything they would have found on a search up to and including Angel would have been fruit of the poison tree because she did not have a warrant. And all of this is an illegal search. They definitely violated Team Angel's Fourth Amendment rights. Just so you guys know, a little bit of law for you with that. But of course, he's not there. He's sequestered Darla away, and they're having their own tete-a-tete, which goes about as well as can be expected, leading to one of my favorite quotes of this episode, which I won't mention for spoiler's sake. And she runs off looking hot as fuck, and Gunn decides to be the detective, showing why he's been put on the payroll, when he points out that if Angel went into the house to try to kill her and then accidentally killed her husband instead, but that he's a vampire, how do you get in the house? Because she didn't invite him in.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like when I was first watching it. So it was when Gunn pointed out, I was like, that's not actually what I would have asked, but good question.
Yeah. And I like the reveal that Gunn has a pretty spotty criminal record. Good stuff.
It's like, but the even question is like, well, I'm sure that was a very long time ago. And I was like, well, some as recent as 2 weeks ago. And you're like, well, we're not all perfect.
And then we get, Angel brooding, locked up in his own room, dealing with the aftermath of what's been going on for the last several weeks and what Darla being back will actually mean for him and his mission moving forward. And Cordy and Wesley trying to be like, no, we're just here as friends. Everything's super chill. And then Wesley pulling out the trank gun. Like, I certainly wasn't going to shoot you with this trank gun. And
the thing is, if he hadn't actually turned into Angelus already, wouldn't the trank gun actually turn him into Angelus because of the whole like drug thing?
I don't know. It's it's more of that inconsistent vampire lore that we've dealt with so far. I don't know whether the trank gun would or would not. I can't honestly remember a trank gun working on a vampire. I don't know that they've actually done that. Have they done that? I know they did it to Oz a bunch of times. But I'll tell you what, if you ever play Chaos Bleeds, the Buffy game, the trank gun's the best weapon you can get because it has unlimited ammo and it dusts vampires for some reason.
Wow, it's too bad the real trank guns don't have unlimited ammo.
Right. But yeah, it's definitely one of the best weapons to have, especially when you're fighting the final bosses and stuff like that. So if you get a chance, play Chaos Bleeds because fun game. Anyway, I really like this episode. It's really well done. It maybe not as good as the Buffy one that preceded it, but definitely a good one and leading to an even better one next week. So I'm super excited for. But yeah, we do get, some good lore building with Darla, why she's back. And as I said at the outset, I could kind of do without the whole Lindsay pining for Darla bullshit. But beyond that, I'm pretty happy with the episode as far as that goes. And I'm going to do my favorite quote because I went last time. My favorite quote is her, putting the cross up against him or whatever. She's like, see, God doesn't want you, but I still do. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. That's good. That's a good fucking cheesy line. And I like how Angel is just so it's basically always been some little tiny fucking hot blonde that's made him go crazy. So I like that. I like to stay consistent with your bullshit. Don't be inconsistent with it anyway. So Northern, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, I really like this episode. I really like seeing the flashbacks with Angelus, and Darla just being pure sadistic, and you can really tell they're really getting into it as well. And Christ, what they did to fucking Drusilla back in the past, that is so messed up. But God, it sort of makes you really want to see him redeem himself because it really does sort of like make his redemption a bit more end. But seeing Darla as well, sort of seeing kind of becoming a bit more humanized, but not realizing it just yet, while also trying to drive Angel to his more darker path where he's not Angelus, but he's not Angel either, as they say in the later episode, does add does really sort of hit home on now how this series is really starting to improve and flesh the characters more. And I like Wesley and Cordelia bickering. They're just so opposite, you know. And but I think but I don't, like you said, I don't think it's as good as the last Buffy one, but it's still a very good sort of hinting of just how really sort of different they're trying to be from Buffy as well, going a bit more dark and a bit more adult as well, and maybe fleshing out Darla as well, because she kind of redeemed herself twice in this series. I'm not going to spoil too much though, but I always like that as well, like, you know, like seeing, because he's kind of wanted to redeem himself as well, and in a way he's sort of like seeing that maybe Darla could be a little bit, but it's a really good episode. And I think my favorite quote has to be Darla is alive, I've seen it. Where? Between the clown and the talking hot dog.
That's a good one too. I'd also like to point out really quickly that Julie Benz is acting from 1996 at the beginning of you know, season 1 of Buffy, 96, 97 to now is exponentially better. Like, it's so much better. I know that she was really good on Dexter as well. Not because I've ever watched Dexter, even though everybody's always been creaming their jeans trying to get me to watch that show, but because people have talked about how great she was on that show. So, I mean, her acting really, I think back on season 1, Darla, and now, and I'm just like, dude, it's so much better. So,
yeah. And she's aged pretty well from what I've seen of her last time. She's still looking good.
Also, another one of the Buffyverse alum that was in Playboy. So, just so you know, Critter, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just going to echo what everyone else is saying. A pretty solid episode. Really enjoyed it. I also liked when he snatches what's-her-face from the tree. Let's just say, pulls her right up. I kind of laughed at that. And also the cops opening fire. You would think like, well, we shot 6-7 times. We don't find any blood on site. Whatever. But I liked it a lot. And my quote is going to be, I'm going to keep it short. The quote is the entire pleading of the husband. My wife Claire gets abducted by aliens weekly, and he goes on and on and on and on and on about the receipts and the hotels, and it reminded me of Ghostbusters 2, Bill Murray's talk show, where the woman said she was abducted by aliens, and it was like a hotel room on the spaceship, but it could have been an actual Marriott hotel room or something,
or a part of the spaceship made to look like the Marriott hotel.
The poor bastard. My God. Anyway, yeah, liked the episode a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, I always enjoy the period piece flashbacks. I just like the look of it in the darkness with the period costumes and stuff. I always enjoy that part of Angel.
Nice. Tuna Boy, the floor is yours, my friend.
Yes. Hopefully, I don't walk and go right through it. So this episode now is again Warman goes up to the further improved writing in season 2. I mean, if it only goes up from here, I'm looking forward to what comes next. You know, I've enjoyed this episode. We've finally gotten some answers as to what's going on with Darla and all the dreams that Angel's been having. So hopefully this time he will actually be able to lean forward and pick up the tea off the table and not just lean back and say the table's kind of far away. So my favorite quote. Yeah, there's a few to choose from.
Toonie, was that? I'm sorry. Was that a joke?
Yes.
Fuck.
My favorite quote would have to, just for that, my favorite quote would have to be, I thought it was funny.
Okay. Well, like I said, we're on a pretty good streak. I'm very happy where the show is going for right now. And even when the Buffy episodes dip out in quality a little bit and get a little, they're still really good. And, you know, Angel stays pretty consistent up until the last few episodes. And even those, they have a special place in my heart. So I don't like the Pylea arc all that much. But before that, we get some real fucking bangers. And the Pylea arc's not bad. I mean, I'm just, you know, I would like to point out we are so close to overtaking Passion of the Nerd right now. I mean, I hate to keep, but we are really close. Like, we are like just less than 15 episodes away. And keep in mind, he started back in like 2012 or some shit. So like, we are gonna easily fucking pass him by. I gotta try to reach out to him more and see if he wants to fucking pop on, because I mean he's basically the inspiration for this show. So, and I've definitely name dropped him a whole shitload of times, but he's definitely become the George R. R. Martin of fucking YouTube with his fucking videos. But yeah, that's us done. You guys hang out in the green room. I swear to God, I'm not going anywhere this time. Let's see if we can have a quick conversation about what's about to happen in the next couple of weeks, including our episode 7 and whether or not we want to do a live version of that. But with that, that's us done. And we will catch you next time. Stay toxic, everybody.